We continue to receive the latest news from the Hoyoverse community. According to reports from Reddit, Bloomberg, and GamerPC websites, the FTC, Federal Trade Commission, has forced Hoyoverse to pay $20 million and also to block players who do not comply with the rules. So what exactly happened with Hoyoverse that they were forced to pay such a huge amount? Watch until the end to find out the full story. According to a post from a Reddit user, it was explained that Hoyoverse, the developer of Genshin Impact, agreed to pay a $20 million penalty and block players under the age of 16 who made large transactions without parental consent. This decision was based on an investigation conducted by the FTC, which suspected Hoyoverse's money-making system, particularly in Genshin Impact, of being deceptive. This suspicion was supported by reports from players of the game. According to an article from Bloomberg, the FTC focused its investigation on the Gacha System in Genshin Impact, which appeared to be misleading. Players are required to collect Primo Gems in order to obtain the desired 5-star characters, and some players even chose to spend money to buy in-game digital currency. Even though players spend a lot of money to purchase in-game digital currency, there's no guarantee they will get the characters they want. This uncertainty is likely a major concern for the FTC. With a system like this, it's no surprise that many players would be tempted to spend money on in-game digital currency just to participate in the gacha. Given the large player base, it's also possible that some underage players, those below 16, could make large transactions without parental consent. This situation has certainly raised concerns among the parents of the players as well. This serves as evidence that the gacha system in games like Genshin Impact and other gacha games is seen as misleading. While it's true that Genshin is not the only game with such a gacha and money-making system, the FTC still forced Hoyoverse, the developer and publisher of Genshin, to pay a $20 million penalty and make several changes related to the game. These changes include prohibited from allowing children under 16 to purchase loot boxes in their video games without a parent's affirmative express consent, prohibited from selling loot boxes using virtual currency without providing an option for consumers to purchase them directly with real money, prohibited from misrepresenting loot box odds, prices, and features, required to disclose loot box odds and exchange rates for multi-tiered virtual currency, required to delete any personal information previously collected from children under 13 unless they obtain parental consent to retain such data, and required to comply with COPPA, including its notice and consent requirements. Of course, the reactions from other players have been very diverse. Some examples of their responses include, "It's not hard to understand. This rule means if a pull roughly costs $1.99 after converting virtual currency, there must also be a direct option to purchase that pull for $1.99 without using virtual currency. For example, banners should offer 2, technically 4 options. 1. Use a Fate ticket tape for a single pull. 2. Pay $1.99 directly for the same pull. 3. Use 10 Fate per ticket per tapes for a 10 pull. Pay $19.99 directly to do a 10 pull. Currently, converting paid currency into pulls through intermediary steps makes it harder to associate pulls with their real monetary value." Exactly. That's the FTC's goal. They want transparency, so people can make sound decisions. These companies exploit people using a bunch of psychological methods, and abstraction is one of them. I'm glad the FTC is targeting the ability to distance pulls from their real-world value. It means they have to add an option to buy a pull for like $2.99 instead of only being able to use virtual currency. It's about transparency of cost, so it's easier to understand how much you are spending, which the virtual currency obscures. Honestly, should be enforced across the board. Such measures really should be implemented in games, especially gacha games like Genshin Impact. It's important for players to know how much they are spending in the game. But what do you guys think? Do you agree with this? Leave your thoughts in the comments. See you guys on the next video. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.